think my mother was born to be a conductor. My mother grew up with music. She began playing the piano at a really young age, and soon music became the center of her universe. Even when she was a young girl, like 12 years old, she was the one rallying the neighborhood kids. She was the one making them put on concerts. They would organize evenings. They would make their own tickets. They would do their own costumes, the works. She joined Dr. Paranjyoti's choir when she was 16 years old, and very soon she became his right-hand lady. She would take rehearsals, she would be his assistant in many ways. So when he died in 67, people thought that she should be the choice to lead the chorus and become the next conductor. And she did. One of the things she loves performing are African-American spirituals. It's really wonderful to see a choir of women dressed in saris singing music that African-Americans normally sing. It's unusual and brilliant. And they were singing a set of spirituals at a very big concert in Stuttgart, Germany once, and they were sharing the concert with a choir from America. The conductor was black, and he comes up to her in the intermission. He takes her hand with wonder and awe, and then he rubs the hand and he goes, "There's got to be black in there somewhere." My mother is a formidable and talented woman who has always marched to the beat of her own drummer. She never, ever gives less than 100%. And if she's going to do something, she's going to do it right. And if she puts her mind to something, it's going to get done. My mother enjoys cultures from around the world, be it food, people, places, and music. She loves to perform music from the four corners of the earth in their original languages in a huge variety of styles. She's brought this international music to Bombay and to India. And she's taken Indian music that was composed for her by composers like Paranjyoti and Vanraj Bhatia and Amal Dev to the four corners of the earth. She's disseminating Indian music all over the world and bringing the world to India. Her first international tour was in 1974, where she took the choir all around Europe. But the highlight of that trip was her 2 weeks in Poland. They had many concerts all over the country. And one morning, on the morning of a particularly important concert, this organizer takes her aside privately and says, "You do realize that this is not just a concert, it's a major international competition." They had no idea. She took this information in. She thought it best not to tell the choir so that they wouldn't freak out, so she took it upon herself to take the burden of the shock. But she did her thing. She got on that stage and she delivered a phenomenal concert, phenomenal enough for them to win first prize. Before her 50th anniversary concert last November, she tore the cartilages in both her knees. 10 days before the concert, she couldn't walk. Come concert day, 10 days after these tears, she's standing on that Tata Theatre stage, 2 hours, conducting Mozart. No one in the audience had any clue that this 84-year-old woman had 2 torn cartilages in her knees. And that concert was phenomenal. That's her magic.
What can one say about Coomi? How does she achieve such perfection? Her word of advice is, only needs to take conducting care of one's vocal cords by not straining them, avoid smoking, it's not too difficult these days, and avoid iced drinks. Coomi Wadia took over from Paranjyoti in 1967, and when he died in 1967, and since then has been carrying on with perseverance and grace. Ladies and gentlemen, our Laadli of the century, Coomi Wadia. Sorab, her son is here with us. Sorab, can you come up too?
I have received many rewards with my choir, but they've always been for a single event. Is it okay? Go closer? Okay. Sorry. I've received many awards for single events with my choir from all over the world. This is the first time Population First awarded for 50 years of my work. The first award given by my country and my people. It's very precious to me. I received this award, but it's for many people. On behalf of them, I'm receiving it. A very big person who gave me great faith and support was my husband, Nariman. And after Paranjoti died, there was some people suggested that I should take on. And my husband told me, if you don't take it on, the choir will not survive. He had such faith in me. The award should be for him also. For a conductor, being a musician is quite a different story from a person, either singer or instrumentalist. They can work for hours on end and hone their musicianship and get the rewards from whatever instrument they are working with. A conductor, the instrument of the conductor is either a choir or an orchestra. They are my instrument. And it's a human instrument. People have families, they have their jobs. But the love for music and makes them come again and again for rehearsals, month after month, year after year. And to them, this award also goes, because without that instrument, I wouldn't do it. Just a comment that the choir does this, and I do it, just for the love of music. We don't earn a penny from it. We don't get even transport money from it. Everything that we earn from our concerts goes to the trust from which we have to manage our day-to-day requirements. So it's another plus point for the people who sing and come to me week in and week out. My thanks to you. I've done this for 50 years, been all over the world, but today there's not a single person who is still with me from my 50 years. They've passed on, they have emigrated, they have left because they had to do other things. Today there's not a single person who was with me on the first day I conducted. But to them all, this award goes. To them all. By sheer chance, I came across music. My mother couldn't afford it. I was small. My father died. My mother was a widow at 31. And she hadn't the slightest idea or intention of making me learn music. And then suddenly, one fine day, one of my dad's friends gave a second-hand instrument, the piano, to my mother saying, "Make Coomi learn this." And that's how my musical career started. I've had many, many blessings from God. And this was a very big blessing. To start at an age and continue at, I'm sorry, that was the beginning of my career, and it has grown ever since. When Maestro Paranjoti died, people turned to me to lead them, and no doubt in my mind that I could. I had no doubt. Music is a divine gift, but you have to work very hard at it. It fell into my lap out of nowhere until I didn't know I had the ability. I sincerely hope other girls have such opportunities given to them in life as I got. But it may be art, it may be sports, it may be dance, but you should grab that opportunity and give everything you have. And it is so rewarding. More than money and more than other things, material things. To stand and make music and then to have an audience who are so moved by it is the reward that all of us get. We don't get fees, we don't get anything. The audience, when they stand up and they clap, and when they come and see us and tell us how much they were moved by the performance, that is our reward. And I've been enjoying that for the last 50 years with Mike. I thank again the organizers for giving me this award. As I said, it's very precious because it comes from India and comes from my people. It's very precious to me. Thank you very, very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Laadli of the century. Yes, please, if you would kindly stand. Once again, yeah. They say stand for women, and this is how you do it in small ways. Thank you. Thank you. And trust me when I say this, each and every one of you right now is a part of the history of this country, really taken in this journey of music. And as I say, thank you so much to Ma'am Wadia for being with us today. I also want to call attention to the film that we saw that was so beautiful. That film was made by Hyper Collective, Team Hyper Collective. Thank you so much. That was beautiful, really. Special mention there.